Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Acid Rainbow time and it is a double feature. Boring! We're looking at the Viking Flea DF3V and the Snow Devil Camelbot HR12V or HR12V. We've seen the fleas already. This is just the snow version. I don't think much difference there. We've seen the Camelbots already, two different types and then different colorations. This one seems to have maybe a different head compared to previous, but we'll have a look at that in a bit more detail when we open it up in a moment. This is all part of that current wave with Nelson, the Snow Chaser Laurel, and also the Snow Gurgi or Gurgis or whatever. Look pretty cool. I am going to unpack these, set them up, and then we'll get into it. So I'll be back in an instant for you guys. So I've not set them up, so I'm going to show you the new way of packing. So inside the case for the flea, it comes in a little plastic tray now, which is new, and that's really quite... Yeah! Wow. That is ridiculously firm in. There we go. So that is new. And then for the Camelbot here, the Snow Devil Camelbot, again in this sort of plastic packing, which is just wanted to show you that it's not very nice. It's kind of cheap, but it does protect it and it does keep it in a very orderly fashion. But I'm not a big fan of that, if I'm honest. All right, let me get to the setting up, and I'll be back in an instant again. Okay, here they both are. Both, you say? Yes, I say both because the flea is stowed away on the backpack, as it were, on the transport mode of the Snow Devil Camelbot. Does look particularly good. Again, I said this before with the Snow Chaser Laurel. The amount of thought that goes into these Acid Rainbow figures is phenomenal. They put some of the most thought in that you'll find in any scale or toy manufacturer. So very, very well thought out. That can come off. Let's get his feet real balanced since he hasn't got that big weight in his back anymore. There we go. And the boop, boop, boop. This can fold over. Which way is it? Like that. Whichever way you want to fold it, I forget. And you can fold this up for, there we go, the stowage, and the flea is there. So the flea, standard flea, he does come with your, if I can get out, your mini gun inside, which does turn, and you can replace the minigun if you want with a flamethrower, which also comes with it, which is absolutely fantastic that they've added that. And you can see that has got a really nice sort of discoloration where the flame part will go, and that should also, he says, close in. Nah. Why is mine not closing now? I think I've put something in the slightly wrong place perhaps, but that would also close, or should also close. I know, I can see why, because that's already been moved out of joint when I took this up and out a minute ago for the transformation process, which I've yet done with this flea. But that will close up if I've got this all lined up. I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, the Snow Devil Camelbot comes with a backpack. You can take off the top and you can put things, you can just about see inside, get a bit of light on there. You can put things inside if you want. That is quite heavy, but it does look nice. And you see that it's one round peg, two rectangle pegs to fit into the back, so it's actually quite secure when it goes in. Also comes with this like rack. I'm not sure why it comes with this rack. You can put something else on there, I guess, or when it's in its transforms to its dog mode perhaps. Two joints, and the reason it comes with these joints is that you can remove the arms and you can add the arms and even the head if you wanted to a standard Acid Rainbow figure. If I show you here, there you go, Fav A60 and A62, you can make a figure like this. So it may be worth getting another, which one is it? Is it Nelson? Nelson, or another figure that is compatible. Yeah, another Nelson, he's a Fav A60 to make that there. And lastly comes the same gun we saw of Nelson, which is a very nice 1/18 scale action figure weapon. Okay, so we'll look at the Flea in detail at the moment. The other thing the Camelbot comes with, which I didn't show you yet, is this rather massive gun which you've seen before. It also has a magazine that can be put in, there we go, and taken out, but you do not want to snap your gun. It's quite a stiff in and out. Comes with a articulated handle, and there is a peg as well, so it can be mounted onto some wall sections that are compatible. Very, very nice looking. You can give him the small gun, but I think because he's such a big brute, I think it makes more sense for him to have the big gun. Plus it looks a bit more badass. Nice drilled barrel. So the Snow Devil Camelbot. Is this the same head we saw before? I think it might be, just different coloration, but I think that might be new, the barrel in the front. So hard to remember all these releases. So let's get a look. Looks pretty cool. The feet we've seen already, better than the first generation of Camelbots we saw, which had almost like high heels. Can turn him around. You see the dog feet for the front legs there. His back where the backpack goes. These armoured sections get put in, they come loose. And his head here, which has great articulation. Okay, with the Flea, so if I remember rightly, and I probably don't, you have to take out these side parts first. There we go. Then the legs can come down, they can turn around. Does it turn around this way? I'm trying to remember now. And then you've got your legs. And then that should be able to, he says, there we go, come out now with the flamethrower. And that was just not want to play ball with me. There we go. Let's force it a little bit. So now I've got this quadrupedal little walker. Go that way, I think. That can either burn things to a crisp or use them like a pincushion and fill them full of holes with its minigun. I think I'd rather use that as like a sort of a Overwatch sentry. It does look particularly nice, I have to say. And again, you can just pull out with a little twist and change over to your weapon of choice. That does fit in there, as I said. And the flame one should fit in the same, just as easily him saying, and as I keep saying that, it doesn't want to fit in. Okay, might have to be that way. The flame one is not wanting to go in, which is interesting. Okay, let me try again now. Okay, now the flame one will go in too. So basically I just have to push it slightly further in and turn the gun to its side so it will fit in there when it comes out. You can just turn it that way. Very, very cool. And its articulation is the ball joint on the top, then you've got a knee joint, and you've got a foot joint. And it goes around, and it can lock down into place if need be. There is no... there's no real elevation. There's a little joint in there, but not really enough to elevate. Flea's pretty cool. The articulation on our Snow Devil head is fantastic, all the way around. Side to side, up and down, really good neck. Shoulders all the way around to the sides. He's popped out of joint there. And this is where these joints come in, these little ones. So this would pop into a shoulder of a figure, and then the arms would go into there. Again, this one's popped out as well. There we go. Shoulders will go that far higher if I take the armor off. There is a bicep bend, double arm joint. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's as tight as you can get. Super, super tight. There is also, you can see, very good shoulder roll from the ball joint. The hand just moves. It's rubber fingers. It's wave articulation. Both hands are wave articulation. The rubber fingers are fantastic, but if you live in a humid country with lots of UV, hot humid country, you'll not want to keep this displayed. You want to keep it in a box or in a glass cabinet, something with protection, and definitely out of direct sunlight, because that will deteriorate that rubber quite quickly. Waist is good. He has a side to side, a forwards backwards. He can turn very well from there. Hips will do not quite full splits because the sculpting gets in the way. Forwards and backwards would be a full splits, just about. There is a small turn from the hip. There is a double kneecap, but these joints are really stiff. It gets really tight on that. He does have a dedicated boot turn from there. There is a swivel joint from the same place, which is amazing because you can't swivel from the foot, so they've actually included that. You get a small tippy toe, and you get a pretty damn good dorsiflexation. So he is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly pause this. I'm going to set him up into his, say, dog mode or camel mode, and then we'll come back and take a look at him from there. So back in an instant. So here we go with him in dog mode with Nelson and the Flea. I've not set up the Snow Chaser Laurel with them. I think when I do the Gurgies review next, I will set them up with the Snow Chaser Laurel as well, just to get a family photo, family grouping. What I failed to mention on articulation with this is on his legs, the knees reverse bend, negative bend as well. That's so when he transforms into this mode, he can get like more of a dog-like posture on the back leg there. So his legs not just go backwards from the knee, they go forwards, as you can see, quite a lot too. And the front feet that come out, they have articulation as well. It's a nice set. I like it. I'm not so keen on the camel, the dog mode here. I much prefer it in its sort of a robot mode. But I am a big fan of these Camelbots, particularly with this new feet compared to the original version. And you see that you can actually push this in quite far. So you've got a good articulation there, also to help in the dog mode. Very nice. Put the knee straight. Bring him back down. Put these ones underneath. Get his arms down. Bring his head forwards. And he is ready to go in his robot mode. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just do a size comparison to get an idea of how big these guys are. They are actually quite big. You can see towers over Nelson there. So if I get my tape measure first of all, and again I apologise, this is in cm. I'm in China, don't do inches here. He is 13.5 maybe, 13.5 cm tall. So he is bigger than your Joy Toy Warhammer 40k. If I get the Body 1 Invicta Warsuit pilot, it was a big boy, and he is smaller. If I was to get a Body 2, he would still be smaller than the Camelbot, but only by about 1 centimeter. Very, very nice figures. I like them a lot. Let's do one more comparison with my Putinator here. Towers above my Putinator there. I am liking this wave a lot. This Nelson. I've got 3 Nelsons you may have seen. I may have to get 1 or 2 more, and maybe another Snow Chaser here, or Snow Devil, sorry, Camelbot, so I can make that other strange looking trooper as well. Very, very cool. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please consider joining the Patreon if you've not done so already. Link in the top right of the corner, and subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on that notification bell, so when I release new videos, which is very, very often, you'll be notified right away and you won't miss any of the new content. Check out the old content too. There's over 1,000 videos there. There are also links in the video description for discounts from a couple of retailers who particularly specialize in Joy Toy. Okay, stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.